guys, welcome to my channel. This is a general reading for the sign of Pisces. My readings are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. I want to thank everyone for their love and support that they have given me towards my channel, and for my new subscribers, welcome. If this reading resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell so you get alerts when the videos are posted. First, I would like to invite the Holy Spirit into my area to give this reading light and love. Second, I would like to ring the singing bowl just to give this reading positive energy and great vibes. Okay guys, this reading is going to be a 3-card spread. What do I want from this situation is the first card. What is my internal compass guiding me towards? It's the second card. And the outcome, if I move forward with my decision, is the third card. Okay. So while we're doing this, we're also going to talk about, the other day I gave a story about a twin flame or a soulmate, the person that I actually married. That I was so fortunate enough to be able to marry my soulmate and my twin flame. But then a question came up. Like, what is the difference? What is the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame? So I will try to explain it a little bit in my words, and maybe this would be helpful. So a soulmate, for one, is a person that you share a deep bond with, a person you share a deep understanding, a mutual connection with. A soulmate can be a friend, a family member, or a lover. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection, but it could be. You could also have, like, they're like a mirror of you. Like, you see yourself in them. They're a reflection of you. The things that they aren't, you are, and the things that you are, they aren't. Usually come to teach a lesson, and normally they won't stick around. Like, they're here, they're for, the reason, season, or lifetime. Soulmates are for a reason and a season. Some, depending upon if they're your twin flame, get to be for a lifetime. They come to help you reveal the strength in you, like try to put you back on a mental path. They're trying to make sure that you're learning the things that you're learning on the path that we call life. So now, like your twin flame is totally different. Your twin flame is like a divine union, and you'll only ever have one. Like soulmates, you have multiple soulmates. A twin flame, you only get one because it's a divine connection. It's like the ultimate, the greatest love story, the ultimate happily ever after. This is where where everybody wants to go. And it says that because at the beginning of time, you were one soul. They split your energy. They split your spirit into two. So you will always be looking. You were always looking for the other half of you. That's what a twin flame is. It's a connection on a deeper level. So it's literally like the other half. Like one soul, it split. They went one way. You went the other. But there's a magnetic pull between you two because you're made of the same energy. So when you meet your twin flame, you just automatically know. Like, you automatically can tell that this is the person. Like, but for some reason, it just seems like you can never get it right. Like, most of the time when you meet your twin flame, you're either in a relationship with somebody or they're in a relationship with somebody. So you guys can never kind of like pull it together. If you come in contact with your twin flame and both of you are not able to reunite, like they're with someone and you're with someone, then one or both of you haven't evolved enough. This is like your last life on earth. You will ascend to a higher situation, a higher universe. So your twin flame is like a more important connection. Like, the soulmate feels almost the same, but when you're supposed to be with your twin flame is like your lasting love. Like, that's the last step. This is where this soulmate connection is supposed to be taking you to. It says, like, soulmates are personal reminders. Like, they pop up in your life and they kind of like, they put you on the right track. They just teach you that you should be living life. That's what soulmates do. So, well, me, for instance, we'll go into my story. So, my soulmate, my best friend, we dated when we were younger. So, because we dated when we were younger, we knew we loved each other. We knew we liked each other. We knew that there was stuff that was different. But when I met him, he was probably connected to someone else, and I didn't know at the time. So, yeah. But either way, by the time, well, actually, when we met, we were both connected to someone else. We just ended up becoming friends. So, but then when we ended up connecting, I moved on away from the person, and then we were able to hook up. But come to find out, that's during the time when he was with someone. So, long story short, I got told about that, but there was a connection between me and this person. I couldn't let it go. We ended up breaking up. Fast forward 5 years, we were separated, and we ended up linking back up. Like, because this is the person I always thought about. This is the person that I couldn't shake from my mind. Like, I knew I loved this person. We linked back up, and everything still went the same. Like, we knew we had a connection. We talked. But during this time, I was connected to someone, and he was partially connected to someone. So then again, we couldn't, bring this thing to a head. Then, by the time, rewind probably, or fast forward another maybe 3 years or something, we separated again. So this is the thing about your twin flame. Your twin flame, you have to be ready for. You have to be prepared for. Both of you have to be growing on a spiritual level. So if one is not prepared, but the other one is, you still are not ready. So it's almost like you're hit and missing all the time. So fast forward again. Now the separation is 10 years, okay? So 10 years go by, we're still best friends because that's still my soulmate. I know that this person is meant to be in my life, but we just could not figure out what was happening. Like, we would have so much fun together. Like I said, this is my best friend. I love this person. We hang out. We would, do stuff together when we were together. But most of the time, we weren't able to be together long enough for us to really, come to a relationship type of situation. It was always something. Okay, so now we're best friends, and now I'm in a relationship, a long-term relationship, actually, that was kind of all over the place too, but that's neither here nor there. Either way, my best friend, my soulmate, my twin flame, I always knew I wanted to be with this person. So the whole time I'm going through this other situation with this person, and this person isn't acting right. This person is doing stuff. This person is, a cheater. They're out doing things. And because I was I knew that I was preparing myself for something different. So I worked on my spirituality. I worked on myself. I worked on just focusing on me. I wasn't allowing with this person the things that they were doing to get under my skin. But I did keep a file. I am a Pisces. So, okay. Now I'm like almost 8 years in with this person. But all of a sudden, I felt like my life was changing. So the beginning of this year seemed like it turned into, and this is literally 2019, like January 2019, my life was so great on one end because I lived such a blessed life, but just being in a relationship that I was in was not really a great thing. So me and this person is arguing all the time. This person just seems like they don't want to be happy. It seems like I'm always just doing something to this person. I'm trying to figure out like what's going on. Like I'm doing everything. But of course, when a person is off on their own agenda and they're trying to, make you feel like you're wrong, they come up with everything in a book, every story in a book. Okay, so that's neither here nor there either. So this person tried to put me in another 3-way relationship, which I'm not having it. I was over it, and I was kind of over that relationship, I felt like, anyway. So we're not going to take all of these. That's too many cards. So I was kind of over that situation anyway. I was feeling like I knew that I just needed more. I needed something better than that situation. So I was praying, about this soulmate, this twin flame. Like, I still talk to this person a lot, but we had went on a break again. So this was another time when we were, not being too friendly. We loved each other, we're best friends, but there was periods of times that we just were not around each other, and we had to figure things out. So now we're January, February, March. And me and this person, I can feel like this long-lasting relationship, it's been off and on anyway. We were already understanding that we were having problems, but now this person just decides that it just became too much, and the negative energy just was too much for me, and I just did not want the negative energy around me. So me and my best friend, my soulmate, my twin flame, decided that we're going to get married. We go from literally overnight, I kid you not, it happened so fast, like literally, and this is what it says about your twin flame. It will snatch you out of your reality so fast, and you won't know what happened. Like, literally, I went from one night to the person saying, I'm leaving you, and they call the police, and they pack their clothes up, and they leave me, the Pisces. They leave me. They left me. Or they thought they left me, either way. Either way, they walked out. They took their clothes, they called the police, they left. So, literally 2 weeks after that, it might have been 3 weeks, I'm not sure. I went from being in this 8-year relationship to, it was off and on, so don't get it messed up, to now my best friend, my soulmate, my twin flame that I had not been with, and when I say been with, meaning know you as in the Bible, been with over 10 years. We went from talking on the phone to literally being in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend. So that felt new. Then we were talking about getting married, and the actual date was February the 20th, 2020. That was our actual wedding date. That's the date that we discussed that we would get together and we would be married. And we decided that we would wait until we had sex, until we got married. We would wait for sex until marriage. But somehow, these things happened so freaking fast. We were best friends of 10 years to dating at the drop of a dime, to me like being out of my relationship, like snatched literally out of my relationship and broken up with a person, walked out, and they never gave me any explanation. I probably didn't care to have one because they had done enough anyway, so I was probably just sick and tired. But just literally walking out, and now 2 weeks later, engaged and married to my best friend, twin flame, soulmate. And I am literally in awe. I have a video of it where they were during our wedding, because we did like a private thing. We were going to schedule, and we do have plans to schedule a bigger wedding. But we went from literally planning this wedding, this big elaborate wedding, to now we're eloping. Like, but it was so beautiful, and I loved every bit of it, because I'm really like a hippie child. Most people that know me don't know anything really about me, but they don't know that I'm really secretly a hippie child. So it was like the most beautiful thing, and I was so nervous. But somehow, even in the process of when I got there, like getting to the altar, I'm like in full-fledged panic mode, because it happened so fast. Like, when I tell you guys, we went from best friends, not even speaking sexually, like it was weird the very first time we even started flirting with each other. And in 2 weeks we were married. So we were having like feelings of, oh my God, how did we get here? I love you. You're my best friend. Like, I'm so madly in love with this dude. Like, I wanted him for forever. He's telling me I wanted you for forever. Like, everything seemed to match. And then we get together and we find out this person has been praying for me, and I have been praying for this person. And now we're together. And we're literally together. That's my husband. We're married. We're in love. That's my everything right now, my happily ever after. And it feels so overwhelming, and it feels so amazing, and it feels so new, and it feels like everything that they're saying that you get when you marry your twin flame, or when you're with your twin flame, or when you meet your twin flame. Like, we had all of the situations. Like, we had fun, we had the volatile. Me and this person never really argued from the beginning, but then it was like a period of time, like it was almost as if we were just not connecting. Like, we knew we were connected, but we were not connecting. Like, so the difference in your soulmate and your twin flame is so much more. Your twin flame is everything. Your twin flame is the thing that you get when you are now moving towards your ascension, or when you're trying to move towards, well, I guess we can start turning these over. When you are now moving to a higher level, like you're now trying to figure out what this life really calls for. Because that's what it says. It's like the ascension takes place when you meet your twin flame. And excuse me, but this is so real right now, because this is like part of the things that I'm learning. This is the path that I'm on right now. And so it was so funny, because when I was speaking to my husband about this, I said, babe, it gave me a feeling when it said that the soulmates, the twin flames connection, like, once you're with your twin flame, this is the last time you will come back to Earth. Which is great, because you know, now you get to, and this is the part that scared me, because this is what I said to him. This is where judgment comes in. This is the time, babe, when and I literally just used these words to him. Literally just used these words. I said, babe, this now means judgment. That means that whatever me and him do right now, since that's my twin flame, whatever me and him do right now in this lifetime, when we actually die, or when we cross over, we're not coming back. And this is the part where you get judged, because that's what it says. It says your twin flame is like, this is your ascension. This is the last time. There is no more like when you're with your soulmate, you reincarnated over different lives. If you don't get it right, you keep getting to come back to try it again. Somehow we are here. And it feels so overwhelming. It feels so crazy. It feels so magical. And it feels like so much love, because this is it. The Empress. This is like when you become, you became this person. You're becoming your higher self. You've done the work. You've become enlightened. You're doing all the things that you need to do to become your higher self. You were now in a situation to be able to meet your twin flame. You have to be in position to be with your twin flame. So you could see your twin flame, you could know your twin flame, you could be best friends with your twin flame. But if you're not ready, it's going to keep being chaos. Like, you'll be around each other, you'll know each other, but it's going to be chaotic. You're not ready until you're ready. And once you become ready, it's like love. Here it is, your twin flame, your soulmate, your friendship. Like, I don't even know how this reading just came out like this, but this is too perfect. Like, this was just a recap on that whole entire situation. Like, I told my story, like I said, I told my story, I told our story, that's just what I had at the time, because I just felt like that story needed to be told. I was not with my husband, my soulmate, my significant other. I was not with him. Like, literally 3 months ago, that was exclusively my best friend. My best friend. Like, I could call him, I could talk to him, I could tell him everything that was happening. Like, he's probably the person that we know everything about each other, and we never judged each other. Like, we always try to make each other better. And don't get me wrong, we've had situations, because even that's what it says. Like, even with your twin flame, you have situations, because it's like, when you're not ready, you don't know how to handle each other. But when you know that you're ready, or when the universe knows that you're ready, they just come for you, because that's how I felt. Like, I was so overwhelmed, but I knew what I wanted to do. I knew it was the right thing to do, but somehow it was making me very nervous, and I didn't know why, because this man, I love this man. This man loves me. This man talks to me in a way that you just know things are right, because he changed. This has been my best friend for a long time, but I can even see the change for him. And if this is where we're at, where we come from the soulmates to the twin flames, I think I was just fortunate enough to know that they were the same person. It's probably hard if you know your soulmate and you also know your twin flame, but right now you're with your soulmate. So that means there's something that you are working on, something that you still need to work on. I don't know if this is the lifetime that you'll get to ascend with your twin flame, because it says soulmates can actually go lifetimes. Like, you could feel like you've been a past life with this person, but they're there to teach you something. So if you're with a person and you feel like, this is my soulmate, and I know this person's my soulmate, but I feel like this person is my twin flame, you're not ready for your twin flame yet. That's just what it says. If you come into contact with your twin flame and you both are not able to reunite, that's an indication that you're not, there's still something that needs to be done. There's still work. But your twin flame will always be, somewhere in the vicinity, because that's the way they are. They come and they go. You know who that is. That person recognizes you. The energy is just there because those energies, you were an energy form. The energy split. One soul, the energy split. They went one way, you went the other. But that energy recognizes itself, so when it sees it, it wants to attach to it. It wants to bond to it. It wants to wrap itself up in it. It wants to get to a higher level. That's your yin and yang, your light and your dark. The dark to your light. That's what your twin flame is. So that's what I have on this. If this reading resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell so you get alerts when videos are posted. And I hope I helped someone with sharing my story. I hope my stories are not boring, guys. If they are, you can tell me. I might not like it, but you can tell me.